Hi friends, it is 9:09 p.m. here in Chicago, which means it is time for Late Night with Libby. So today was a very exhausting day, mostly because today was the day that I got off bed rest, which means I was off of continuous feeding today, which was exciting and also terrifying. So over the past 48 hours, I had been hooked up to a machine that had been giving me continuous nutrients throughout the entire 48 hours, which meant that I didn't eat. It just gave it all to me through this tube. And so today was my first chance since the tube being in to try to complete meals on my own, which was exciting but also very emotionally draining, and it definitely took a lot out of me. The good news is that I was able to complete 100% of my dinner and evening snack tonight, which means I don't need night feedings tonight. And so what the night feedings are for is if for whatever I don't complete during the day, I get hooked up to the machine at night, and it supplements everything. It supplements everything that I wasn't able to complete during the day. So day one of eating without the tube was successful, but also very emotionally draining. It definitely took a lot out of me, but I'm pushing my best to get this tube out as soon as possible, because as you can imagine, it's very uncomfortable, and it's also very difficult to eat while there's a tube in your throat, surprisingly. So yeah, moving back into regular eating has been off to a good start, and I'm hoping it continues to go well, because if I can complete 75% to 100% of all of my meals and snacks for the next 48 hours, I get the tube out. Yay! So on the same note of working back into eating, something that's often very glossed over when talking about eating disorder recovery is the refeeding process. It takes a huge toll on you mentally and physically, and it can cause issues. So one of the biggest things that go into the refeeding process is making sure that you're avoiding refeeding syndrome, which is where after not eating for so long, if you push yourself too hard too fast, then your body can get all out of whack, and it can result in some pretty serious health complications. So something that's very stressed upon is moving back into normal eating, very slowly. And today, because I was so excited that I got the chance to prove that I can eat again without the tube, I went a little too hard too fast. And what ended up happening was I went directly for 100% completion, and I ended up getting very unbalanced. And because physically and mentally my body wasn't used to that, I almost passed out, and then my blood pressure shot up, and I ended up needing a wheelchair for the rest of the night. So that wasn't a super fun part about it, but it's all part of the process of recovery. So that is tonight's Late Night with Libby. As always, if you have any questions or suggestions for anything you want to hear about eating disorders, hit me up, and I'll put it in one of the next installments of this fun vlogging experience. Night!